Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Hooks Morning Show. I'm Tony T, and on our show today, we'll have picks from these 3 NFL games, as well as the NBA card, 9-game card there, college hoops as well, NHL, and we'll close out with our parlays, and we may have to throw some player props at you as well, maybe some peripheral plays coming up in the future. And that's how we do it here on Tony Hooks Morning Show. So, again, we don't waste any time on this show. We're going to meet the cappers, get right to the picks. So let's say hello to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Not too much. It was one of those days where you won some, lost some, and when all the dust settled, I lost $3. I got just for $3 thanks to the Rangers ending off the night with a nice win over Vegas, and that one, thank goodness for that one. But definitely Russell Wilson. Oof. I don't know what somebody changed his diet because he sure slowed up. He didn't look like the same guy that when the Steelers were winning, he was. Had more zip, more energy, and it's what it is. Congrats to the Ravens. Hey, the Chargers. that was just, it was ugly right from the get-go. Oof.
Yeah.
Congrats to the Houston Texans and CJ. Hey, you get your revenge against your the coach that beat you in the Natty. So hey, kind of get a little revenge when you were with Ohio State. Michigan beat you. Well, now you get to give Harbaugh a loss. Hit it on him. Here's an L for you, buddy, in a bigger stage. So it's kind of, it is what it is. Congrats to CJ and the Houston Texans there.
Yeah, 4 INTs, but no, not all it's Herbert's fault. But again, we know the receivers were a weak position there. We'll see how they rebound next year.
Maybe as a Dolphins fan, we sidestepped Herbert with that one.
Right. Maybe so. They're in. Let's say hello to Ron. Ron, what's going on?
Well, Rod lost 3. I think I found it. I think I made 3. Which, when you lose Oklahoma down the stretch and Arkansas down the stretch, and then A&M folds at the stretch, man, it just could have been a really, really nice day for me. But it wasn't a green. Not going to complain. And let's move on to today. We've got some more playoff action. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So to Bo, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, guys. Man, I had that under in that Chargers game. It was looking really good. They let them score the 10 points, man, right before halftime. I knew it was kind of in trouble after that. But overall, man, it is what it is, man. We have losing days, winning days. As long as we have more winners than losers, guys, that's all we're looking for, man. So it's a great day to get some cash. Let's get.
Absolutely. Looking for a great day today. Yeah, I didn't hit my best bet there with the Chargers, but I did hit good day in college hoops here. 2-1. If you could have got that hook on Richmond, we would have got 4-1, 3-1. But it depends on that game. But did okay and did well yesterday to turn a profit. So let's do it again today. Let's continue here on the Tony More Show. Let's get to the NFL. 3 playoff games today. And so far the weather looks good. No precipitations, clear sunny skies, light winds in all locations today. So it doesn't look to be weather to be a factor in these games. Broncos and Bills. This one shows here Broncos, the dog. Buffalo, 8.5. The total sits here at 47.5. We do see Circa's move to 8 in this game, so that's a sharp book in Vegas. So we've seen some movement there. Packers and Eagles. We're seeing Eagles here 5. There is a 5.5 in some places right now as well. There's some 5 and juice in this game. Total 45.5. Commanders and Bucks, pretty much 3 across the board. Bucks favored at home. Total 50.5. We start with Rod.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Broncos taking on the Bills here. And you look at what these teams have been doing. Is Buffalo at home here, man, just rolling right along, averaging about 34 points a game, holding teams to 17 at home, under 291 yards of offense at home this season, where they're 8-0 and 6-2 to the over. So we've seen some scoring in Buffalo this season. Well, because the weather hasn't been as bad as what we normally get. You look at this time of year, and normally you get 10 feet of snow, and it's blowing, and it's cold. A little windy today in Buffalo, but other than that, I'm not seeing any snow in the forecast. Chilly. I guess a 30 is chilly for you, but yeah, I'll take it. I'm at 2 degrees, so you swap the weather. It's a 30-degree difference for me in Buffalo. There in that one, but for me, I'm going to take the over. I think we see some points. We know this Denver offense. We've seen over their last 3 games, and they've been averaging over 300 yards of offense, 29.7 per game. And you look even in their outdoor games that they played this season, in the 2 outdoor games that Denver's played this season, the offense has been able to muster up 25 points. And that's what it'll take here for us to get up and over the total in that matchup. So I like the over there. I like the under when you're looking at Green Bay taking on the Eagles there. And that one, you got two running backs that just want to run the ball. You got Green Bay that's going to run the ball. Saquon Barkley one going to run the ball. Both teams run before we start seeing passes. And defenses are pretty good. Green Bay defense holding teams to about 20 points a game. Eagles about 18 points a game. So at 45.5, I like the under in that matchup. And then looking at Washington taking on Tampa Bay, you know what? I like Tampa Bay to come out hot there at home. And what they do in the first half recently, I like them to come out in the first half and be leading into the intermission there. And that one, I believe it's -1.5, 2 in books. I'll lay it. Give me Tampa Bay -1.5 in the first half. Washington, Tampa Bay, and that one could I lean to an over full game, as we know both offenses are firing, scoring 30 and 29 respectively. So we know the defenses haven't been so great the latest. Tampa, I would give a little edge to the defense, but we know Washington can definitely give up some points as well. So lean to an over, but give me the Bucks first half there in that one.
There from Ron on over to Ron.
Yeah, the thing is, what are we going to see from Bo Nix? You know, we saw him, go into Baltimore and just get smacked around. Then we saw him going to Tampa, and then they beat him outright. So we don't know what Bo Nix we're going to see. I still don't trust rookie quarterbacks on the road. Second game would be Tampa Bay tonight. I just don't like these rookie quarterbacks on the road. Can they keep it close? Maybe so. But I'm with Rod. I think that it's going to be probably a high-scoring game. I think Bo can probably score. I don't know if they can cover, so I'm going to kind of stay away from the side in that one. In the Philadelphia Green Bay, I agree with Rod again. It's tick, tick, tick. That clock's going to run, and Jacobs and Saquon's going to run all day, and we're going to have probably a low-scoring game. Grind it out, good defensive. But the thing about the Eagles, they like to win after divisional games, and they were 5-0 this year. If you look at them after divisional games, so we're going to take the Eagles and the points in that -4.5, 5, whatever you can get. I think 5 is okay. And then, like I said, of course, I love Tampa Bay. It's probably one of my best plays today. Hint, hint. So, take the Bucks -3.
There from Ron on over to Bo.
Yeah, man. Ron made a good point, man, about the rookie quarterbacks and playoffs, but I made the mistake and faded Denver in the last game they played against Kansas. I know Kansas, they're starting these starters, man, but Denver looked really impressive. Sean, the coach got this boy playing pretty well, and the Bo Nix is pretty athletic, man. He's surprising me. And the thing I think we get the edge in is in the trenches. We know that Denver has a good defensive line. They have sacked the quarterback the most, 64 sacks. So I think they'll be able to put the pressure on Josh Allen, guys. I think they'll be able to keep this game close. And as an underdog, man, Sean Payton is 40-25. So I think we got value, man, with Denver. I think they keep it close. I'm going to take them. As far as the Philly game goes, we saw them play in the first game in Brazil. I know that field was pretty rough, but I think Philly, man, with the injury to Jalen Hurts, he haven't played in a full game since December 15th. So maybe that might be a little rust for him. We seen last year when Green Bay went into Dallas, man. We overlooked them, man. They went to Dallas and put big points up and won. I think the coach had them guys ready to go, man. You give me 5.5 points. I think that defense for them, their running game will be able to keep them close. So I'm gonna take Green Bay, man, with the 5.5. As far as Tampa Bay goes, seems like we're all on Tampa Bay, man. I looked at the 12 wins for Washington. They only won 2 games against winning teams. The first one they won was against the Bengals, and we know Josh was hurt from last season. That was the 3rd game of the season. They picked it up at the later innings, and they also won against Philadelphia without Jalen Hurts, and they were down in that game. They had to win in a comeback fashion. And also in that game, Kenny Pickett got put out, and they had to start a 3rd stringer. And another thing I don't like about the Commanders, out of all the teams in the playoff, they have the worst defense, especially against the run. They giving up 487 yards last 3 games. We know the Buccaneers can eat on the ground with Bucket, Irving, White. They'll rush over 150 yards plus in the last 6 out of 7. And with that guy, we know to open up the play last year. I think Mayfield have a big game in the air. just don't trust Commander team. I think they had a soft schedule, guys. So give me the Commanders in Buccaneers over the total, and I like for Buccaneers to win this game minus that 3.
There from Bo, I can just tell you, just reading the lines here, another sharp book has moved Buffalo down to 8. Chris has moved it from 8.5 to 8. Circa is at 8. Pinnacle still holding 8.5, but there's some plus juice there at the Bills. So we're seeing some of the sharp money coming here on the Bills. Your sharp books, Pinnacle, Circa, and Chris. Everything else, forget about. Don't even trust the splits or anything like that. Just look at those line moves. Those are the sharp books to look at. Don't pay attention to anything else out there when you're line reading. But anyway, and this game here, I'm going to go with the Broncos. I'm going to agree with the sharp. I don't always agree with the sharp money. I just threw that out there for information purposes only. Broncos have covered 6 of 9 on the road. They've also 4-1 of the spread as a dog of 3.5 to 9.5 points. And of course, the defense here has held teams to 21 points per game over their past 3, defending the run well. So I'll look at Denver in this one. Packers and Eagles. I got to look here at the Packers. The Packers are coming from the best division in football, with Minnesota, Detroit in there. And again, I'm just going to go give an old school analogy here that I used to use like 20 plus years ago. In a game like this that's lined at 5.5, I used to love taking dogs because if the game lands 3 or 4, you win no matter who wins. So at this spot here, I'll take the 5.5 in this spot here with Jordan Love. They have playoff experience from last season. Bo brought that up, right? This is not a Love. Love has seen his experience in the playoffs. And on the road, the Packers passing game has been pretty good. I like the coach as well here for this Packers team. I look for them to keep this game close, keep it within 3 to 4. Whoever wins either side, I'm cashing the ticket because I got the 5.5. Commanders in Tampa Bay. I'm going to go over in this game. I just think these offenses. The weather is good in Tampa Bay. 57 degrees. Although I know people in Florida is going to say it's cold, it's chilly, but you know what? The football players can handle this weather. The Bucks over this 3-game period, averaging 33 points a game. The Commanders putting up some points as well. Over the course of the season, the Bucks 12-5 to the over. The Commanders 11-6 to the over. I like the over in this one, Tampa Bay and Washington. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Dix Morning Show with you guys.
Tony, one more thing, Tony, about that Green Bay team. All their 10 wins was against non-division teams. So they struggled against division, but against all the other divisions, they got 10 wins. So I think they'll keep it close. They'll
keep it close. Although they would have bet the Bears if they would have had all their players in that game. Yeah. That would have happened there at the end of the season. But anyway. Yeah, they played in the toughest division in football, no doubt about that. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Sports Morning Show. Here with you guys every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. We're giving our free picks here, but if you want our best bets, go to the website at TonySports.com. You'll find our best bets up there for sale, as well as our premium plays. So get on over. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Sports Morning Show as we're ready here for the next for the NBA tonight. We have a 9-game card. We have some afternoon actions here, so we'll start with the afternoon card here. Nuggets and Mavericks. We got the Nuggets 5.5 on the road, total 229.5. Bucks and Knicks 4.5, total 227.5. Kings and Bulls. Kings on the road 4, total 238. Let's take a peek here at this injury report to see what's going on in these afternoon affairs here in the NBA here for Sunday. And we can tell you in the Denver game, Concard out. Gordon and Murray are questionable. It looks like Jokic is probable in this game. He did come back against Brooklyn. On the Mavericks side, we know Luka's out, Irving's out, Exum out there for Dallas. On the Milwaukee game, just Trent questionable, Middleton, Lillard, and Giannis probable. The Knicks still have McCullough and Robinson out. McBride there is probable there for this New York Knicks team. And in the Sacramento game, Fox is questionable. On the Chicago side, Sanogo, Craig are out. The Sunmu is doubtful. Kobe White questionable. Williams here probable. So you're there caught up with the injuries. Let's start with Rod.
Yeah, give me the over in Denver and Dallas. Get open 228.5, still sticking around 228.5 there in that one. The Nuggets on the road over their last on the road period, giving up 45% shooting, giving up about 117 points a game, but they've been scoring about 120, and I think that's what you get here in this one. You look at the Nuggets or Dallas at home, and averaging about 115 points a game here. And even over the last 5, they're still averaging 112. And over the last 5, we know that they've been dealing with all those injuries. So there's plenty of net points from both sides to get us up and over the total in that matchup. And then the other one I'm looking here in this spot is you got Milwaukee taking on the Knicks. And another one, 227.5. It's just too light for me. I'll take the over there in that one to kickstart the day. We know the Knicks 21-18 to the over, and the Bucks are starting to score some points as well. So I think we get into the 230s between those two head-to-head. Two overs for me to kickstart the day. Give me the over in the Bucks and over in the Nuggets.
They're from Ron on over to Ron.
Yeah, and that Denver Nuggets and Dallas Mavericks game, I don't care who's playing for Dallas. They kind of find a way, and they're at home today. Good home dog. I know that Kyrie and Luka's not going to play, but they can still pick it up. I still think that's too many points for a Denver Nuggets team that just can't lay points on the road. So I can't go with Denver. Give me Dallas plus the 4.5, 5 there. Milwaukee, pretty much the same thing. I don't really trust Milwaukee, but looks like the Knicks may get a good bounce back spot here. So I'll look at the Knicks in that one. And again, Sacramento is a favorite. No way. I don't really like the Bulls, but I would lean that way. Give me the Bulls.
They're from Ron on over to Bo.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna fade my Mavericks, man. I just can't trust them without our two best players. And if Joker plays, I really love Denver in this spot. Denver just coming off the big win against Brooklyn. I know that's the Nets, but they still showing that they're kind of putting stuff together. They'll hold their last three opponents to 105 points or less. We've seen Dallas only muster up 99 against Houston. So I think I'm just going to take the team with a better player on the court, man, with Joker. So I think they win this game and cover the spread. And as far as the Milwaukee game goes, man, I'm going to take Milwaukee plus the points. They won 3 in a row. Looking like they're getting all their players back healthy. We just seen the Knicks, man, lose a bad game against OKC. They were down by 30 points at one point of that game. In 2025, they played 6 games. They only won 2. They're giving up 45% from the 3. Milwaukee has been cooking from the 3, so I think they probably get the win straight up, but I'm going to take them points. I like Sacramento as well. They've won 6 games straight, covered 5 of those. The last 18 times they played the Bulls, they're 14-4 ATS. Bulls giving up an average of 121 points. Just don't trust that defense, guys. And even without Fox, man, they've been playing well. DeRozan going to play his old team. Mike and Nick, some props, guys. So I like Sacramento to cover the 4 on the road.
And they're from Bo. I'll tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm with Ron here. I think it's a bounce back spot here for the Knicks. I'll lay the points here. They've been 10-7 at home as a road favorite this season. Bucks, they don't make their free throws. We don't say that too often here about professional teams, but Milwaukee not very good at the free throw line. So if you can get them to the line, foul them. that's the situation there. The Knicks at home, a really good shooting team, 49%, 37% from 3. They just ran into a wall with OKC. OKC can make you look bad. That's all I'm going to look at that point here. This is a Knicks team that is 3rd in offensive efficiency, so I'll look at them in that spot. Also agree with the Ron here with the Mavericks, right? They just seem to get it done. And one thing that's concerns me with this Nuggets team, they are 3-8 to the spread as road favorite this year, and they have the tendency to play down to the opponents. Although I think they've cut their last 2 in this spot, because I remember mentioning they were 1-8. I think they got a win there against Utah. And I don't know the other one they might have gotten as a road favorite. Was it the Lakers? No, not the Lakers. I don't know where the other win came from. But anyway, I just don't trust the Nuggets in this spot as road favorite. Also, we got to see if these guards are going to play, right? Murray, the situation there with Murray, the situation here with who else is it? Gordon's been out for a while, but he's questionable. So those two still a concern there. Sacramento, Chicago, maybe button heads with our man Chris here. I'm going to go under in this game. One of the reasons why Sacramento has improved is because they improved their defense under Christie. You look over their past 5 games, giving up 44% shooting, 34% from 3. And the Bulls have defended the paint a little better, but look at they gave up 97 to Boston. I mean, that's pretty impressive to me on the road, right? Boston, that was a shutdown. Look at Sabonis, 28 rebounds. That was like a career high for the team in that game against the Boston Celtics. So it's the defense here. They held the Celtics 40% shooting, 27% from 3. Yeah. And what we're seeing here with the Sacramento is that they're playing defense. And I've been through I told you about my thoughts about the coaching change. Christie's got his back. You've got the players back. They'll have your back. And again, they're defending. That's been the difference there with Sacramento. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we continue here with the next series of games. Pacers and Cavs. Cavs 9, total 240. Sixers and Magic. The Magic here, 1.5, total 206. Thunder at the Wizards. Can they make it high enough? The Thunder, 16, total 231. Let's take a look at these injuries here early on in the betting cycle here. Let's take a look here. We got in this. We don't have the Pelicans this slot. Okay, we got Indiana and Cleveland in this spot. Nesmith out for Indiana. Travers out for Cleveland. Jerome is doubtful in the Philly-Orlando game, which is in this block. Drummond, Lowry, Martin out. Embiid is questionable. Let me click Embiid here to see what the word is on Embiid. He's got that foot issue. He's missed the past 3 games. He's day-to-day. They're hopeful for him coming back, but not positive. So that's the question. Still questionable there for Embiid. On the Orlando side, Harris out, Suggs out, Wagner out, Howard questionable, Caldwell Pope is probable. We know that Banchero, he played the last game, had a pretty good game there when he came back. He's going to be in the lineup tonight. On the OKC Washington game, still Caruso, still Holmgren out, Flagler, Mitchell out as well. On the Washington side, Bagley, Bay, Brogdon, Vukcevic out. So there you are, caught up with the injuries. We've gone on over to Rod.
Yeah, looking at the 76ers and the Magic game to kick it off. You look, I'm going to take the 76ers here in the first half of this game. They love getting out in the first half. You look, these 76ers have had the lead. They're 8-1 ATS in the first half of games this season. 4-0 ATS in the first half on the road. Well, you look at the Magic in the first half. Well, on Sundays, 0-7 to the first half on Sunday games. Also, a full game when you look at it. 76ers love coming in on Sundays and hooping it up. I don't know what it is. Maybe they have a good Saturday dinner and feel good on Sundays. I don't know what it is, but 8-0 ATS on Sundays this season are the 76ers. Just hooping on Sundays. So give me the 76ers in the first half. I got a +1. I think you just take the money line 76ers in the first half. And that one, I think they get out to a nice lead there, and then maybe we start to see things in the second half for the Magic. But I lean to the 76ers first half and full game. Also double up spot there for me on the 76ers. And then the Cavs. I'm just going to lay with the Cavs. They just these games against the good teams, they just continue to get up and win and cover spreads. 12-1 ATS this season versus teams with winning records. Again, against that, Cavs have been absolutely money all season long. Give me the Cavs, lay the points, they win by 10+.
All right, there from Rod on over to Ron.
Yeah, I agree with Rod on the Philadelphia game. I got it a +2 last night, and now it looks like I think Philadelphia may be even favored once Embiid's announced in. So I would take the Sixers in that one full game. There's a reason that line started so low, and I think this is a great Philadelphia spot here. Oklahoma City, you got to lay it, right? It's the Wizards. The Wizards lose by 19-20 every night. So you got to look at that one. I agree with Rod. Cleveland gets up for those good teams, and they're the best, one of the best at home against the spread, 14-7 at 67%. So, yeah, lay it with the Cavs.
There from Ron on over to Bo.
Yeah, man. Look, we're going to have a consensus with the Cavaliers, man. The thing I don't like about Indiana, they are ranked 26 on giving up points in the paint. We know Allen and Mobley has been doing damage in the inside. Mitchell will be back in this game. These guys are 25-11 for the full season against the spread, so I like them to get the win and cover that. We'll take OKC. They already beat Washington by 18 earlier. They are 12-3 when they're laying these big double-digit spreads, ATS. So just can't trust Washington. That defense is just terrible. So OKC going to continue to roll. So I'm going to lay the 16.5. And then this last game against Philly and Orlando, I think the first team to 100 points, guys. So I like the under. We know that Orlando played good defense. And with the Philly man, just struggling to score, I think we'll see under the total. I think it's around 206, 207. So I like the under in that game.
There from Bo. Tell you what I think about these games here. I'm going to go under here, Indiana and Cleveland, under the 239. Looking at this Pacer team, they've gone under in 4 of 5 here as they've held teams. They've defended a 3-point line pretty well over this period. And then we know the Cavaliers here have had their issues here making not issues. They're defending, both teams are defending 3-point line very well right now. So I'll look at the under in that spot. Philly and Orlando, it's just hard for me to go against Orlando at home. 7-3 at home to the spread against losing teams. You look at the Philadelphia Sixers, 1-4 of the spread on the road is an underdog of 6 points or fewer. I'll take Orlando in this spot. The defense for Philadelphia has just been horrific over the past 5 games, giving 49% shooting, 45% for three. We just saw them lose at home in New Orleans. I mean, my goodness, that was not a good look there for them whatsoever. And the OK, I'm just going to lay with OKC and just get on and then move on. That's it. I mean, it's just this Wizards team over the past 5 games are getting beat by 17 points a game. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Now you're facing one of the best teams in the league that are shooting the ball right now, 51% overall, 43% from three. Anything less than 20, I'm on OKC. That's the way I look at it here. Nets and Jazz, we covering this one? No, we're not covering this one. This spot. I think we got them all covered here. All right, we got them all covered this spot. All right, let's continue here on the 20th morning show. We'll continue on here with the next games. Pelicans and Celtics. Celtics 14.5, total 229. Nets and Jazz. The Jazz now up to 4.5. This game's moved from an opener of 3. It's moved to 4.5 now, total 215. Hornets and Suns. This one opened 8, down to 7. Suns laying 7, total 224. Let's take a look at the injuries here in the games to close it out here. We're going back to this Pelicans and Celtics game. Ingram and Jones here are out for New Orleans. Murray is questionable. Just Peterson, a backup guy. Looks like Boston will be pretty much at full strength in this game. In the game between the Nets and Jazz, it's the usual here. It's everybody, pretty much the kitchen sink here. Bogdanovich, Johnson, Lewis, Russell, Cam Thomas, Watford. Hey, you got to trade these guys. They got to play, Brooklyn. Yeah. They got to play. Yeah. Somebody, they're out there for the Nets. On the Jazz side, Clarkson out, Juzang doubtful, sends the ball. That's someone to keep an eye on. Really good shooter off the bench here. He's questionable. George questionable. Collins questionable here for the Jazz. Something they upgraded some of their guys from last night. Charlotte and the Suns, man still out for Charlotte. O'Neal, a backup, is questionable. So Phoenix looks to be pretty much at full strength starting-wise in this one. Let's get it started with Rod.
Yeah, full strength or not, I don't trust Phoenix at all. Phoenix in home games versus poor teams that are getting outscored by their opponents by 3+ or more a game. Suns 2-13, dating back to last season. And the average line in that one, in those games, are -9.5, -10. In those games, so it comes down to like a 2-3 point game in most of them. So give me Charlotte plus the points there going into Phoenix, and then the other one in the spot. You look what Boston's done after a loss all season long. They just smashed the opponent the next game. It's not even been close. Just look at some of these. They lost to the Pacers. They came back and whooped up Toronto 125-71. They lost to the 76ers. They whoop poor Pacers every time they lose to the Pacers. They lost to the 76ers and they faced the Pacers in that back-to-back. They scored 142 and held opponents to 105. So this Boston team, when it has some motivation to get up and play the game, they play some solid defense, hold teams to barely getting to 100. Well, they themselves score like $130. So only one way to go there. I'm going to lay it with Boston. They win by 20+. I was actually looking for an extended line, and my book turned it off. They knew I was looking for that extended line.
You're beating them too much. You're beating them. They got your profile.
They knew I was looking for that big extended line on Boston because this is a smash spot. After you lose to the Sacramento Kings, we've seen all season long. Boston's like, no way, this is us. Wham! And they smash them there. So I got to lay with Boston there.
You guys going to have some smash burgers tonight, watching Boston get smashing their team.
Smashing their team. That's what they're going to do. It's Sunday, Boston, smash spot for the Celtics.
There we go. On over to Ron.
I'm going to smash burger too, man. Yeah. Boston, lay more, lay as much as you can. I mean, like Rod said, they got smacked by Sacramento. We had the Kings in that one. And New Orleans off an upset at Philly, so it's kind of a buy low, sell high. Perfect spot for the Boston Celtics. Give me Boston. I agree by like 25 at least. Utah's favored. Wow. Haven't seen that too much this year. I guess there's a reason they're favored. I'll take Utah on that one. We got Kessler, we got marketing. Huh?
It's a Nets G League going out.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's see. D'Angelo goes there from the Lakers. I don't think he's played a lick since he's arrived. So, And hey, Charlotte. Charlotte kind of just been vacationing on the West Coast, waiting to play. I think they're ready to go finally. You had a couple cancellations there, and now they're ready to play. And I agree. Phoenix 4-12 home ATS again as a favorite. 6-14 home ATS overall. Yeah, give me. I know what I told you, Tony. I told you I don't like them without man, but I'm going to go with them this time. Give me the Charlotte Hornets in that.
There we go from Ron on over to Bo.
Yeah, man, let's go ahead and take Boston. They're 8-2 off of a loss. I think they get it done like we all and just take Boston, no problem. I'm gonna take you. This Brooklyn team, man, I think they scored 105 points or less in the last 7 out of 8. They just got beat by Denver 124-105. I know Utah's only won 2 games at home, something like that. It's really bad, but just can't trust Nets, man. I'm gonna take the minus the 4.5. We got the Phoenix team, the worst cover team in the league, man. I think they're 13-24 for the season. So yeah, we all on the Charlotte, man. Plus,
they're from Bo. Tell me anything about these games here. I'm gonna go over Boston and New Orleans. I think New Orleans can come with a fast pace here. They're getting their guys, some of their guys coming back, get more healthier. But when you don't play defense against Boston, they make you pay. I mean, they really do, and they'll run with you if you give them space on the court. And they're facing a bad defensive team here, who is last in road defensive efficiency. That's the New Orleans Pelicans. So I think we're going to see a fast pace. I like the over in that one, New Orleans and Boston. In the Brooklyn game, yeah, I got to look at the Utah Jazz to cover this one. At Brooklyn, what they're putting out there on the court right now is just G League material. There's just enough. There's more quality shooters here on this Utah team. I'll look for them to cover this game. They've actually defended a little bit over their past 5 games. Held teams with 43% shooting, 32% from 3. Look at how miserable this shooting has been here for this Nets team over their past 5, scoring 102 points a game, shooting 41% and giving up 50%. It's pretty much G Leaguers out there for the Nets now. Charlotte, Phoenix got their big 3 in there. They've shown a little improvement there. Looking at the Suns team, off that win against the Jazz. I think the Charlotte might be a little stir crazy. They come to LA, they just have to be locked in their hotel room. They can't go anywhere. Fires everywhere. So maybe too much hotel food. They're just sitting in the hotel all day, not doing anything. So I'm going to look at Phoenix here to cover this game. They're healthier now. The Suns actually in pretty good form over their past 5, hitting 50%, 37% from 3, and defending a little bit, holding teams to 43% shooting, 33% from 3. So that's what happens when Budenholzer benches guys. The team responds defensively. That's what I think. That's what they're looking for is just better defense, and they got it here. And I just can't. This Charlotte team. I know Melo's out there, but he can't do it himself. I mean, it's just young Bridges is out there trying to help him, but I don't think they have enough weapons out there offensively. I think the Suns can run it and just run it up here. I like them in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the 26th Morning Show as we get ready here for this college basketball card. Let's see what we got. We're going to run it in one block. We don't have any night games tonight. Everything's out. Everything's early evening night. Noon to 5 Eastern here. So not a whole lot of games today. So we'll run them off in one block here today because of a light schedule. So we'll start with Rod, college hoops. Give us what you got.
Well, kicking it off with VMI taking on Chattanooga. You look at this VMI team, scrappy club. Not winning games outright, but when you want to give them 14 points, 14 and a half points, they'll take them. And they've been running with it 8-3-1 over their last 12 in covering spreads. Been absolutely money cover machine has been VMI. We know Chattanooga can turn the ball over, and they haven't been great. They're a 50-50 club all season long. So give me VMI plus all those points in that matchup. Kick it off, and just looking for my other hat, but I can't find it. So give me Michigan State here. I love Sparty to go into Northwestern. Sparty's starting to get their season rolling and turning things on, and going into Northwestern, yeah, they'll be ready to roll in that one. And only have to lay 2.5. The line looks a little bit fishy, but Michigan State is the better team there, and they're going to roll Northwestern. Give me Sparty in that matchup. And then another one here I got written. Where is it? Revenge spot. You look at Manhattan. They're taking on Merrimack. Merrimack, their game on Friday, what did they win by 1? And then you look what the Jaspers did on Friday, and I believe they lost outright, to
Mount St. Mary's.
Mount St. Mary's in that one, right? So, and that ended their little bit of they were hot before coming into that one. So You're going to give me 7.5 with the Manhattan Jaspers versus Merrimack? I'll take it. Give me Manhattan Jaspers plus the 7.5 in that one versus Merrimack today. One more later. Where is it? I think it's the double Michigan parlay. I think you got to go for it. Give me Michigan at home there against Washington. I don't trust this Washington Huskies team on the road to be covering that big giant number. I got Michigan to pound down Washington in that one by 20 plus. It's not even going to be pretty. Michigan's that dominant at home.
Yeah.
So blow it.
Washington's horrible. Do you see them against Michigan State? That was they look like a MEAC team. The way they look horrible.
Horrible. So I like Michigan to pound Washington in that matchup to finish the day.
There we go from Ron. There you go. On over to Ron.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Manhattan. I love that play, Rod. I'm with you on that one, but I'm against you on a couple other ones. That line's too low for Northwestern, man. I think Northwestern might upset Michigan State in this one. So I'm going to take the Wildcats in that one. And yes, Washington got blown out by Michigan State, but now they're facing Michigan. I think they come back with a little vengeance and keep it close. They're not going to win, obviously. Michigan's going to win this game, but I'm going to look at the Washington side on that one. I know they're horrible, but, opponent Tony will tell you, when you traveled in the Pac-12 years ago and you had to go face, Arizona, then Arizona State, or Oregon State, or Washington State, you might get one, but you're not going to get both of those on the road trip. And they're going to get one of these and they're going to cover. So give me Washington plus the 14 in that one. And what else did I like? I think I like West Virginia. I think that line's telling you everything you need to know at Colorado. So give me the Mountaineers to that one.
There from Ron on over to Bo.
All right, man. I'm gonna give you a little Mercer minus a 5.5 on West Carolina, man. West Carolina is 4-7 ATS. You got Mercer coming in 8-5. This West Carolina team has not covered the spread in the last 8 out of 9. So I like Mercer, man, to get the win by 6 or more. I like West Virginia as well. I gave this out a free pick last night. The thing I like about West Virginia is their defense, and you have Colorado turn the ball over at the higher percentage in the division. They're all the way down there, 340 in the nation, turn the ball over 26% of the time. It's not going to get it done, man. So to come off their loss, both teams come off losses, but I think the loss to Arizona is a little bit understandable. You go on the road and use Central Florida, come back home. That's going to be tough, man, for them. The division, West Virginia is ranked number 5 on defensive efficiency. They're ranked number 2 against the third. I like them to win this game straight up. They're 11-3. I think they had a 12 win today. And the last game I'm looking at is that over between Florida Atlantic and UAB. They're averaging 160 points combined for the season. I think they get up and over that. Both teams are ranked towards the hundreds in defense. They're ranked top 50 on offense. I think we'll see both teams get into the middle 80s in this one.
There from Bo. Tell me anything about the games here. I'm going to look at Northwestern as well. Agree with Ron here. Northwestern's won every home game this season, been very strong in the glass on both ends in Big Ten play. Michigan State, one of those teams that's turned the ball over at a high rate in conference. Oh, they have some pretty good conference marks, but Northwestern has shot the ball very well at home and defend, and they've covered 4 or 5. I'll look at the Wildcats plus the points there. Washington, Michigan, give me under 154. Away from home, Washington 5-0 to the under this season. Really struggling to get the offense going. They're going to have to come with a better defensive effort, more intensity here, I think, in this game to try to stay competitive because they had nothing whatsoever against Michigan State. I mean, it was just show up and just did not look they were on their game. It's going to look horrible on film. I think that's the situation there. When they see the film of that Michigan State game, they just look soft as a Charmin, man. It was that bad. I look for a little better defensive intensity here from this Huskies team. I like the under in this spot. Oregon, Penn State. I like the under as well in this game. Against these defensive-minded teams like Penn State, I think they're going to try to slow down Oregon here in this spot. At home, Penn State holds teams to 40% shooting. And believe it or not, the Ducks away from home, they focus on defense, holding teams to 39.5% shooting away from home. I like the under in that game. UAB and FAU, give me the points here with UAB. UAB has not been defending very well of late. The Blazers have covered 4 of their past 5 by shooting 49%. They're second in conference in both offensive and defensive efficiency, rebounding effectively on both ends of the court, hitting their threes, hitting their free throws. Give me the +3 with UAB. All right, let's continue here on the 26th morning show. Folks in the chat been waiting patiently. Now we're ready for our hockey. A 5-game cards will knock them out in one block tonight on the ice. Kraken and Red Wings. We got the Red Wings $1.49, total of 6. Ducks at the Hurricanes here. Big line, Hurricanes. I see 535 in one spot,
Jeez.
total 6.5. Stars and Senators here. The Stars, $1.33 on the road, total of 6. Lightning and Penguins, Lightning, $1.46 on the road, total 6.5. Today, we've got Wild at Golden Knights. We got the Golden Knights, $1.80, total of 6. We start with Rod.
Yeah, looking at these ones here. Looking at Tampa Bay taking on Pittsburgh. You know what? There's a spot here that you look at Pittsburgh. They got whooped yesterday. It didn't even look good. It was pretty ugly in that one. But what they do is in back-to-back spots at home, they come out that next game in the back-to-back spot, and they just come flying out of the can and win games. So give me the Pittsburgh Penguins in there. They looked like ass yesterday. So we've seen it plenty of times. They're really humping up on Tampa in that one. So give me the Penguins there. Just a little note on all these games in the NHL today. There's only one team in all these teams playing that isn't on the back-to-back. Every team that's playing in these games today in the NHL is in the back-to-back spot. So basically there's only one team, and that's the Detroit Red Wings with a little bit of a rest advantage. Every other team is playing the second half of a back-to-back. So you want to lay minus 550 with a Carolina team in this second half of a back-to-back that's going to start their backup in this one. The Ducks actually saved their goalie Dostal for this spot right here. Then you look, the Ducks have won 3 of the last 4 meetings. This is also a revenge spot. You're going to give me the plus 1.5 with the Ducks at a plus 155. I'm going to take it. Give me the Ducks plus the 1.5 there in that one. I don't trust Carolina at minus 550. No chance. You'll lose your shirt. Just think if they lost outright. That's 5.5 bets that you lose taking Carolina. It's the Ducks are pass in that one. And then you look at Minnesota taking on Vegas. Well, Vegas lost last night, so now they're laying minus 180 here in this spot. I give it to them because I believe they saved Hill for this spot. Yep, because it's they're playing the Wild. Wild, same thing. They saved their better goalie in Gustafson for this spot. So they definitely were looking forward to this. I expect this to be like a playoff game like we've seen with the Jets in Carolina or Colorado last night. Jets got the win 3-0 in that one. Give me the under 6, Minnesota, Vegas. That's a place for me today. Want step on a duck. Give me the. I think you got to sprinkle on the outright win too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely.
Just on the GP, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, just on the GP, man. You got to take Ducks with that money line, man.
Absolutely. On over to Ron.
Yeah, I'm all over Anaheim as well. That's ridiculous. Jeez. Yeah, no problem there. I mean, you look at the Ducks, man. They're covering 70% on the road on the puck line too. I mean, you take the Ducks all day and twice on Sunday. And I love the Red Wings. Give me the Red Wings on a puck line in this one. 15-8 to the puck line at home. Give me the Red Wings there. And Rod, did you take Pittsburgh?
I did, yeah. They're in the back-to-back spot.
Wow.
Let me find that number for you. Pittsburgh on the back-to-back have been money. It's like, what the heck? I found that.
CPW even, you said in the chat, Rod took Pittsburgh.
Well, yeah. See, I'm not, you know how much I bash Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah,
so
okay.
I bash Pittsburgh like I
know you do. That's why I was wondering.
Well, you know when I'm bashing
Pittsburgh.
I've been bashing for a couple of years now. It's been a couple of years they've been bashing Pittsburgh.
Yeah, easily, right? So
and
Calgary, so you know when I'm betting that team, there's a good shot they're going to win that game.
I'll agree with you. On that one, but I'll stay away from that one. You can have that one, Rod, but good luck on that one. Minnesota and Golden Knights. Yeah, we had Minnesota last night. That was one of my strong premium plays. Kind of thought Fleury would start in Vegas today. That would have been interesting, wouldn't it? But no, they got Gustafson on the in the net, and Vegas 2 in a row at home. What is going on in Las Vegas there? You know, they get beaten down a couple nights in a row. Man, I don't know if I can trust Vegas right now. Maybe looking at the under in that one. I mean, it should be a Vegas, a puck line win. They are strong at home on a puck line, and Minnesota's been out there on the road. But I'm going to look at the under in that one. But I would lean Vegas probably probably in regulation, lower that juice.
All right, from Ron on over to Bo.
Yeah, man, I got one player on the hockey slate. I'm going to my Dallas Stars, man, who done won 7 games straight. They scored 3 or more goals in 6 of those 7 games. They already beat Ottawa maybe a week or two ago 4-2. And Ottawa, man, has lost their last 6 out of 8 games. I was wondering why this line wasn't bigger, but I'm going to take the Dallas Stars on the money line. I like them on the poker line as well. And you can even take them in regulation, man. I got them winning this game with ease.
There from Bo. You had anything, Rod?
Because the Smith is in that for Dallas. That's why.
Okay, Casey.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Casey the
that's the
Smith
reason
will be
why.
starting.
That's the
Andre
reason.
played last night, so you know you're going to get the Smith today.
Yeah, but you got Forsberg, right?
Yeah, so I like the over.
That's
in that
goals.
game if you want to look.
That's
Yeah,
goals, yeah.
goals will plenty. But
Let's
for
get
me,
goals.
looking at the Pittsburgh, as I said, Pittsburgh in this spot at home in the second half of a back-to-back, they're 10-2 in this spot. So it's just one of those. I can't go against that.
I'll root for you.
And why is that? Why is Tampa Bay only a minus 140, 145?
I'm rooting for you.
So give me the Penguins there in that one. It's just one of those.
Go, Rob.
Telling you all you need
I'm
to
rooting.
know. Pittsburgh gets
for
the
you.
job done there over Tampa.
There we go from Rod. All right, now we got you to the hockey. Now it's time for our parlay segment. We can also give team player props or game of the future. We leave it up to the cappers. It's their call here on our parlay peripheral segment. We'll start off with Rod.
We're gonna go with the 76ers in the first half. Take them on the money line. 76ers money line first half. We're gonna take the Bucks minus the 2.5 in the first half, and then we're gonna throw in that Pittsburgh Penguins team into the 3-team parlay. Little mixed sport 3-team parlay for you.
Yeah, from Ron on over to Ron.
Yeah, I got to give you a soccer game. So let's look at the Italian Serie A soccer. Bologna has a first name. Get Bologna right there, plus 177. Nice money line on that one against AS Roma. And in the NFL, we're going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And let's look at hockey. Give me the Wings on a puck line. Red Wings.
There from Ron on over to Bo.
Yeah, man, we're gonna do a little mix it up as well, man. Give you guys some multiple things to look at. But in the NFL, man, I'm gonna take them Bucks minus that 3, and I'm also gonna take the Utah Jazz minus 4.5 over the Brooklyn Nets, man. And then college basketball, give me Mercer minus 5.5 over West Carolina.
There from Bo. I'll tell you what I like here. I like the over in NFL, Bucks and Commanders. I like the under in Kings and Bulls, and I also like the under in college hoops, Washington and Michigan. All right, we got you through the parlay peripheral segment. Let's see what the cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. You can visit Tony'sPicks.com for our best bet supreme plays. We give you our free picks here on the show, but our best stuff is over on the site at Tony'sPicks.com. Let's see what Rod has for sale. Rod has been on a tear here for 2025, as he was last year in 2024. You can verify those records at Tony'sPicks.com. We have the 2024 numbers up on our leaderboard 2.0 at the bottom of our site. Rod, what do you got for sale over at Tony's Picks?
And for me, over to Tony's Picks today, I've got my NFL Sunday ticket. So I got 3 plays in each the football games for you. And then I've got my NHL sniper play. We crushed it yesterday with who did we have yesterday? Oh, yeah, we had the Rangers as the big NHL sniper play. Nice plus money winner. Got another nice plus money winner there for you today as well in the NHL. I've got my NBA drop a dime play loaded up singly as well. So that's the plays I got going. And then I got a couple plays in the college basketball act for long-term subscribers. That's the best way to go here at Tony's Picks is long-term. That way you don't miss out on any of those late steam plays that we find one of those late info plays and we put it in there. You'll get that play emailed right to you when you're a long-term subscriber here at Tony's Picks. Definitely not offered by any other site that I've seen around. Exclusively here at Tony's Picks. That's a great offer for everybody that's aboard long-term. So hit the link in the description. Head on over to Tony's Picks. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional as well. Have 2 cappers put money in your pocket. Use Tony T at checkout. Save 15% off all your purchases. Join me as we continue to say hi in 2025.
That's right, guys. Got to go with Ron over at Tony's Picks. Let's see what Ron has for sale over at Tony's Picks. Ron put together a great NFL season here this year over on the site. What do you got for sale, Ron?
Yeah, the goal line stand, the best bet slap shot in hockey, and our 3-point play. Yesterday we had a 3-point play with the Memphis Grizzlies outright on that one. And Washington, we're still fading the Nashville Predators, so we're hit that one. We did lose the LA Chargers, though, on our goal line stand. We're back today with a nice goal line stand, and a 3-point play is up right now. You can purchase that at Tony's Picks. Also, have a 3-pack today, all sports, including some college basketball. So you can get that. But your best bet, again, get that long-term package. You can get every one of my plays emailed right to you, like Rod said. And, pair us up. We're all on the leaderboards consistently. Everybody you see here. And let's make some money.
Make some money with Ron over at Tony'sPicks.com. Get on board there. Vrabel, now the coach for the Patriots, now official there.
Just breaking that.
Should have been before.
Should have been before. We all agree with that. All right, let's see what Bo has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Bo's been hot on the ice right now. The Stars in action. Hey, what do you got for sale, Bo?
I didn't catch that. Where did Vrabel go?
Patriots.
Patriots. Wow. Huh. Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
What do you got for sale, Bo?
Today, man, I have a 3-pack. My best bet is going to be between Buffalo Bills and Denver Broncos. You get that for $19. But if you want to get all my plays, I do have a 3-pack for $40, guys. And once you use that code Tony T, it brings it down to a little bit over $36. But like I said, my best bet, guys, I got it cashing over 6%, man. So if you just want to get that, my profile link is down below. And as always, guys, that long-term subscription will get you those late things, man. I really love that option. Most of the time, guys, the leans, but we'll turn the premiums once we get more data. So get some long-term, guys, and make an investment. You definitely will not regret it. And once again, guys, you get 2-for-1 capital promotion, and that'll be also option. So make sure to sign up today. Let's get some money.
That's right, guys. Got to go over at Tony'sPicks.com. You get a great work on the ice. And, of course, remember that promo code TonyT at checkout will save you that 15% off. So go ahead and get signed up. I got the best bet on the board right now from the NFL. Having a great NFL year this year. I'll have some more picks for you here as we got another one in there from the NFL as well. Working some hoops here once we get off the show. And, of course, remember over at Tony'sPicks.com, we had that great late team feature. When you buy the long-term passes, we allow our cappers to put plays in between 10 minutes, 2 hours before game time. Those are emailed directly to your inbox using the email you provided for us when you sign up for the service. Any long-term pass, late steam included. Our members' plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but our cappers can handicap throughout the betting cycle to get you the plays late, and that's how we do it here with late steam plays. Remember, our one-day passes are also profit guaranteed. So if we have to turn a profit for the amount purchase credit to account for site credits, that's profit guarantee. Our entire leaderboard structure is based on return on investment, not win percentage, and we cap our favorites, our money line favorites at minus 139. No negative returns on puck lines or run lines. That's the way it rolls here on Tony'sPicks.com. We want to make sure we give you the best value. We represent the people who are returning their investments for you. That's how our leaderboard is structured, not on win percentage, but on return on investment, because we track those numbers here very closely at Tony'sPicks.com. So you can be in confidence when you purchase our premium plays here on the side. All right. We're back tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Of course, you can always watch the show again on our archive. If you go to our YouTube channel, hit the live tab, and you'll find the archive of our live show there. If you happen to miss a show and need help with the later games, watch the replay if you would. Also, our channel at Tony'sPicks.com has on-demand content where our handicappers upload video, go a little in-depth with more of the games. I've got content up there right now, NFL, college hoops, NBA. Rod, what do you got over on the on-demand at Tony'sPicks.com and your plans for the week?
And for me, I got all the NHL cover for you up there today. If I didn't cover a game, definitely go check it out. I believe in the video I was going against the Pittsburgh Penguins. I took the Lightning. Then I seen that stat that it was the back-to-back spot. I just can't do it. We got 2 backup goalies in there, so ignore that one. I'm going to write it there in a second. Take the Pittsburgh Penguins in that one. But I got you covered on hockey the rest of the week as well. And college basketball, I was looking at some of these schedules coming forward this next couple of weeks, and we're going to definitely see some great head-to-head conference play games going forward. I'm excited. Watch for some videos coming on those. And then maybe this week it's time to kickstart the Tony T's happy hour. Be on the lookout for that. I think it's time to start this week.
Very good.
Going forward. So, Tony will hook you up and tell you how to do it, all that stuff, but be on the lookout for it. I think it's time to start that this week.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. We got I'll get the technical set up with Rod. Pretty easy to do. Just sign in my StreamYard. That's all you got to do. I'll send you the codes. But anyway, I think we're still 5 p.m. Eastern, right, Rod?
Yeah, 5 p.m. Eastern. We want to get that. We'll get the Tony T's happy hour going and get you all the late info play. We'll have the goalies and the NBA and all that stuff going. So definitely be on the lookout for the Tony T's happy hour coming shortly here on the channel.
Very good. Ron, what do you got over on the Tony T's On Demand, your plans for the week?
Yeah, for the plans for the week, like Rod said, we're looking forward to that happy hour. We're going to get you late goalie information. We're going to get you the late injury NBA information. It's always imperative that you get that late, who's going to sit late and who's going to start. Also, if you look at our college football playoff, we're 4-1. So we're going to have that national championship video for you really soon. So get ready for that. And you could argue we should have swept the board, Rod, with Penn State throwing an interception. I think they would have won that game, but it's okay.
We'll
take one loss.
Yeah,
we'll take one loss. We'll take
if
one
you
loss.
win them all, we'll run 5-0 if Penn State doesn't.
Exactly.
INT, but hey.
But yeah, get ready for that video coming up, and I'm gonna have a playoff video for tomorrow night for the Minnesota and Rams game. So look forward to that.
For that, indeed. All right, but what do you got over on the Tony T's YouTube channel on demand?
Yeah, right now I got 3 videos loaded up. I got to play between Tampa Bay and Washington. I have the West Virginia Colorado game up there in the NBA. I think I have that Utah and Brooklyn game. So you can go check those out, get more analysis. And yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to the happy hour as well, man. So we'll definitely have the information locked and ready to go. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe, guys. I greatly appreciate you guys.
Appreciate that, guys. Like, subscribe, set notifications. We're live with you on the show. Remember, we're back tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. We'll have an NFL game to go over. We'll also have NBA, college hoops, and NHL. So make sure you tune in tomorrow here on the Tony T's Morning Show. Appreciate everyone's contributions on the show from our handcappers. So everybody in the chat room and our viewers, greatly appreciate it. Back tomorrow. All right, guys, before we go, does anybody have anything to say before we go?
I saw something earlier in the chat about Big Al maybe having to evacuate. Let's get prayers out to Big Al if that's the case out there. I know it's tough for everybody out there. My friend's out there. I don't know, Tony, my friend from high school. She's out in the San Fernando Valley. I guess it's approaching that area as well.
Yeah, it looks like it's moving toward the Brentwood area as it's as the wind's kind of blowing it that way. Exactly, and possibly get into that San Fernando area. Indeed, that's a shame.
Yeah, she's a nurse out there, so bless everybody out there. Say a prayer for them. Think about them.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely let everybody out there be safe. So everybody could use a little extra ducats in your pocket. So you know what we're going to take? We're going to take Dawson Knox, first touchdown for the Buffalo Bills. He's done this in 4 straight games for the Buffalo Bills in the wild card round. And a nice plus 2,200. Sprinkle a little bit on there. Dawson Knox, first touchdown for the Buffalo Bills at a nice plus 2,200. And then I'm going to throw in Saquon Barkley for 2 touchdowns. I think he has himself a big game. At a plus 330, I cannot not bet that. So give me Saquon Barkley plus 2. And then for Tampa Bay, they got Rachaad White's touchdown at a plus 290. So I'll take Rachaad White for a touchdown too for the Bucs. 3 little player prop touchdowns. Well, there that I bet. But want you guys to get in on as well. So let's get it. Big day, Lord. I'm excited.
Let's get it indeed. I just want to throw this date out to you. If you haven't been in the Vegas area, the celebration of life for Mitch will be Wednesday, March 19th. We'll give you more details of that. But if you're in the Vegas area, you can make it out there. I'll have a little bit of a casino crawl there Wednesday, March 19th. And we'll get you more information there on that as we get closer to the date there. All right. That's going to do it here for the Tony T's Morning Show. We're back again here tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. I'm going to wake up. Bye, guys. You guys make it a winning afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with you again here tomorrow on the Tony's Picks Morning Show.
Good luck, everybody.